Gatorade broadcast booth distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And of course, you're listening to the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Hawkeye 10 Conference volleyball action for you tonight as the Knights entertain the Saints of St. Albert here this evening. And for St. Albert, they come in 6-6 on the season under head coach Angie Lentz. They are currently ranked at number 12 right now in Class 1A. They are 17th as well in the power rankings on varsity bounds. And for the Kuemper Knights, under head coach Keith Stickrod, they come in again at 12-4 overall on the season. They have won 8 straight, starting to play really pretty well. They have climbed up in the rankings as well. They're Class of 2A, of course, and they are ranked 11. They are 16th right now as well in the power rankings. But this one should be a fantastic match here tonight. Two traditionally really strong programs, both of them used to being down to the state tournament. And if there's one program in this Hawkeye 10 conference that has given Kuemper some troubles over the last few years, it has been this St. Albert ball club. As they just come out and they're aggressive. They really hit the ball extremely hard, and they dig well as well. So this is a program that has done some really nice things over the years. And Coach Stickrod and I talked about it the other night down at Arlen. This is the one program that has consistently really kind of pushed Kuemper. Not that they're not the only team in the conference that's been able to beat them at times, but this is the one year in and year out that does push them. So we'll see how Kuemper responds. The Knights have been really good this year. At times they struggle a little bit in serve receive. They get out of system a little bit, and at times they have struggled with their serve. Can't do either one of those tonight. They'll have to play well to pick up the victory here this evening. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our Mackey Motors pregame. That's coming up for you in 2 minutes right here on Kick 106.7.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
At Wholesale Mutual Insurance, a partner of Grinnell Mutual, we understand teamwork. We believe that hard work pays off, and we know it takes coming together to win. Our team values community and supporting each other. Now's the time to get back at it and return to the field to support our local athletes. To help promote that culture, we are working with Jeff Storyhand to capture our youth in photos from local events, and they will be shared with you on our Facebook page. Experience working together as a winning team. Call Wholesale Mutual today at 792-4525 for all your insurance needs.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Also at 2-0 in the conference, they're in second place. I talked after Kuemper lost here at home a couple of weeks ago to Red Oak, that they still had a chance to be able to win the conference. They need somebody to step up and knock off Glenwood. They need to beat St. Albert here tonight, and then they need to not lose the rest of the way. But they've gotten some good wins so far, and they'll pick up plenty more as this season goes on. But they are certainly not out of the hunt right now, sitting in third place or fourth place behind Harlan, who they beat on Tuesday down at Harlan. So this is a Kuemper team that can get themselves, like I said, just play the way they're capable of, and they can get themselves right back into the hunt, contend still for that conference championship, which was a goal coming into the year, and then also give themselves a chance to get a really good seed coming to the playoffs here in about 3 weeks or a month away. Let's take a little bit of a look at both of these teams here tonight. Again, for St. Albert, the Saints, they're going to run a 6-2 by the way it looks. Maddie Horvath and also Ella Klusman are their setters so far this season. So they'll run a little bit of a 6-2. Horvath looks like the girl that gets in the rotation, or at least hangs out in the rotation a little bit longer. She leads the team with 120 assists. Klusman has 85 assists so far on the year. Lauren Williams is their best hitter, comes in with 79 kills on the season. And you've got Allison Narmi with 63 kills. Those two by far, average-wise, are their two best hitters on the season. Now, Lainey Sheffield has 29 kills, and it is Georgia Bonet with 26 kills, and Mia Allman with 23 kills. So those are their next best hitters. So that's kind of the difference in how each of the players on those two teams and how those two kind of really stand apart from everybody else. In the back row, it really looks like Landry Miller, kind of their top player, along with Lauren Williams, who plays all the way around. Miller leads the team with 97 digs, while Williams has 80 digs here so far on the season. And then blocking-wise, it looks like Mia Allman and Allison Narmi. Narmi with 32 blocks, Lauren Williams with 30 blocks, the two leaders on this team. And they're going to serve it well. That is always something that St. Albert has done extremely, extremely well. As I talked about on Tuesday with this Kuemper ball club, so deep with their hitters. They've got so many different girls that can come and swing at you. Kenzie Schoen right now leading the team with 100 kills. Sophie Bating second on the team with 87 kills. Third. Franny Glenn is in second place in kills with 93. You've got Cameron Venner with 82, and then you can't forget about Casey Peter, the sophomore, 69 kills. She's really started to come on and is playing very, very good volleyball. Now the Knights run a 5-1. Ashlyn Bating, their outstanding setter, leads this team in assists on the year, and Bating has really been fantastic all year with 401 assists so far on the season. Back row paced by Kenya Prescott, the senior, been starting in this program since she was a freshman. That tells you something about the talent level of this young lady and how well she has done in the back row over these 4 years. She comes in leading the team with 229 digs on the season. Cameron Venner does a nice job playing all the way around and had, I thought, a really, really good match the other night down at Harlan. It was interesting, though. I thought she played really well. And then when she came up in the postgame, she talked to me about the fact that she missed some serves, and she had. But, you know, she knew that there was still some things in some areas that she could get better at, and that was one of them the other night. But she's second on the team right now in digs with 106, and then Ashlyn Bating, we talk about how good that young lady is. Third on the team right now with 99 digs. And Kuemper, again, a team that can serve really well. They've had two servers that have been outstanding so far this year, and for Annie Glenn and Ashlyn Bating, it's the consistency. They've kind of get into a habit every now and then of getting the ball long and sailing it out, or sometimes leaving it just a little bit short. So they'll work on that, I think, as this night goes on. I want to remind you we are doing our live video coverage. Got Brett Luck standing over here to my right. And again, if you want to find that video with our audio tonight, if you got family members outside of the area that can't get back to the match, they can pull it up on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search 1380 KCIM, and you'll be able to watch and listen to the match here tonight. And all of our video production all is powered by New Way Ford down in Coon Rapids, so we thank them very, very much. And while speaking of New Way Ford, Do want to give New Way Ford a shout out as well for sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to all the different sporting events that I've been covering over the last year. Our New Way Ford feature vehicle of the day is a 2015 Ford Edge. It's an all-wheel drive. It's white in color. And you can call New Way Ford to get more details by calling 800-861-7268 or check out the Carroll Broadcasting website. We've got a picture available on there with more details as well. And you can find that at 1380kcim.com. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and now your home for free oil changes for life. We are coming to you as well from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Let's take a look at our starters here tonight for the Saints of St. Albert under head coach Angela Lance. They come in 6-6 on the season, 2-0 right now in the Hawkeye 10, and again ranked 12th in Class 1A. They'll start a sophomore in Ella Klusman, a sophomore as well, and Georgie Bonet, a senior in Lauren Williams, a senior in Allison Narmi, a senior in Maddie Hornpath, a senior in Mia Allman, a senior in Lainey Sheffield, and the libero is Landry Miller, who is a junior. Taking a look at that starting lineup for the Kuemper Knights here this evening. They'll start a junior in Ashlyn Bading. A sophomore, Melinda Schaefer, will come off the bench and help them. They'll also have a senior in Cameron Venner, a sophomore in Franny Glenn, a senior in Kenzie Schoen, also a sophomore in Casey Peter, a junior in Sophie Bading, and a junior in Avery Peddley, also in the back row. She's been having a nice year for him. And then, of course, their libero is the senior in Kenya Prescott. So 3 seniors in this starting lineup for Kuemper, 3 juniors. And then they also have 3 sophomores that see a lot of playing time as well. And then a couple other sophomores that see sometimes in a junior as well. Macy Neighborhouse, a sophomore. Macy Simons comes in to serve some as a junior. I've seen players like Daisy Hawkamp, a senior, get into the lineup. Audrey Houghton, who I think swung pretty well here in the JV game tonight, as the Knights won that 2-0, and then they put 15 minutes on the clock and played out that final 15 minutes. But she's a sophomore and a very talented young lady as well. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. We're going to be back after our national anthem. We will have the first serve of tonight's matchup between Kuemper and St. Albert. That is coming up for you in 3 minutes right here on Kick 106.7.
At Wholesale Mutual Insurance, a partner of Grinnell Mutual, we understand teamwork. We believe that hard work pays off, and we know it takes coming together to win. Our team values community and supporting each other. Now's the time to get back at it and return to the field to support our local athletes. To help promote that culture, we are working with Jeff Storyhand to capture our youth and photos from local events, and they will be shared with you on our Facebook page. Experience working together as a winning team. Call Wholesale Mutual today at 792-4525 for all your insurance needs.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
From puttings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with 0 damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
Mackey Motors pregame show here tonight. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. And thanks as well to Brett Lux running our video camera for us next door. Got to look over here to my left and see a couple of former Kuemper greats. Morgan Neighborhouse, and it's Morgan Moloch now. I forget sometimes that she is now married. And Courtney Snyder. Man, I remember watching Court back when she played. What a great athlete she was here. Haven't seen Court for a few years, so nice to see both of those two in the stands here tonight and watching the volleyball action here this evening. And again, if you're looking for the Arviva Woodbine matchup, Tyler Bruner's got that one for you on 93.7 at KKRL. And then Tyler and I will head back to the office tonight. We've got cross country in the area as well. We'll get all the results typed up. We'll get recap stories and all the results typed up. We'll get that posted on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report, and that'll come up later on this evening. You can find that on the sports drop-down menu on the report, scores, and stats page at 1380 at kcim.com. So appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. Don't forget our Motor In Player of the Game coming up, or Motor In Player of the Match, if you want to call it that, here in volleyball. We'll have that coming up for you later on this evening following the match. And then, of course, I'll get a picture of that Player of the Game, and we'll get that posted to all of our social media sites coming up later on this evening as well. Saints are going to be serving things up first here tonight as we get set for volleyball action, and heading back to the service line will be the senior, Maddie Horvath, and we are ready to go. First serve on the way is going to go deep, and the Kuemper Knights will take the early 1-0 lead as Horvath hit that one a little bit long. Avery Peddle now going to check out, and Casey Peter going to check in. Avery was getting that right wrist worked on a little bit here tonight by Lori Butel when I first got here, or after I'd been here for a little while, and hopefully she's going to be all right. Ashlyn Bating with a serve. That's a deep one. Popped up into the air that time, and now it'll be free ball to cross. Prescott with a dig over to Ashlyn. Into the middle to Glenn, and Franny Glenn going to pick up the kill. Going to get down on Alden, who would come up for the block. And Bating picks up the assist. Glenn with the serve, or with the kill. And the Knights lead it early here 2-0 as Bating again will go back to serve. Williams back deep along with Sheffield. Sheffield will play it. They'll come over to the left side now. Attacking is Allman, dug by Schoen. Ashlyn sets it up now for Casey Peter on to the right, and Casey Peter with the big swing. She'll come up with her first kill here tonight, and the Knights lead it early 3-0. Kuemper has come out the aggressor here tonight, which is what you want to see. Clicking here early on. Baiting again with the serve. That'll be played by Sheffield. That's going to be an overpass. Prescott up now to Ashlyn. Over the left side to Schoen. Down the line, and that'll drop in. Kemper's got 3 kills here in the first 4 points, and it's by 3 different players. Is Baiting doing an outstanding job of moving things around. Now, there are times that there's going to be Sophie and Ashlyn Baiting both on the floor, so I'll try to call them by their first name at that point so you know which one I'm talking about. Serve on the way, played by Sheffield back right. They get it up to Horvath, into the middle, tipped across that time by Williams, popped up into the air. Williams on the overpass will put it down. That one floating up right above the net. And Williams will pick up her first kill of the year. Again, comes in leading the Saints ball club in attacks and kills on the year. And she will put the Saints on the board, and that'll make it now 4-3. Heading back to the service line is Bonet. Serve on the way, played by Prescott back middle, up to Ashlyn. Right side now to Schoen, tipped deep and pushed it long. That is going to be 2 straight now for the Saints, and that'll make it 4-2. Bonet, the sophomore, again heads back to serve. Giving out where she wants it as head coach Lance. Serve on the way goes short, and Cameron Venner diving for it, got a piece of it, but not able to come up with it. And the Saints with 3 straight have now made it a 4-3 ball game. We'll see if Kuemper slides up a little bit here to try and take that short serve away. We try to force her to go deep, and then she'll go long. That time she tries to go deep, played by Venner up to Ashlyn. Over the left side now to Peter. That'll be popped up into the air, and it now played straight up and set. And that's a big block by Franny Glenn. Mia Allman that time came up with the set, and then the Knights get the big block, and they lead it here by a score of 5-3.
Now serving the Knights, number
Kenzie Schoen heads back to the service line. Williams at Sheffield, and Miller in the back row. That serve's going to be short and into the net. That's going to make it 5-4. Sometimes I think Kuemper maybe trying to get themselves up, and they're coming forward and not concentrating enough. Got to serve first, then worry about playing defense. Lauren Williams, the senior, will head back to serve. The lefty with her first serve goes back right, played by Schaefer. Melinda Schaefer had checked in. Baiting now sets it up for Casey Peter, and Casey Peter picks up another kill. Baiting will pick up her 4th assist on the night, and Kuemper leads it by 2 again at 6-4. Largest lead for Kuemper again has been 4 at 4-0. Franny Glenn will check back in. She'll set to serve it away for the Knights. They'll go back right off of Allman. That's going to be an ace serve for Franny Glenn. Talked about how Glenn was one of the better servers here this season for the Knights. The sophomore is such a talented young lady and just a great kid as well. The Knights lead it here now by a score of 7-4. Serve on the way by Glenn. That'll be played by Williams. They get it up to Horvath into the middle, and the attack is going to sail long that time by Narmi. That'll put Kuemper back up by 4 as they lead it here 8-4. So Glenn again looking to serve. Where's she going to attack? She points over here towards it, and Allman gets it to her. Horvath tracks it down, and now Allman will hit it short and drops it in. So Mia Allman, the senior that time, will pick up the point. She free-balled that one over, and I think Kuemper expected it to go deep, and she hit it more towards the donut. That'll drop in as Ella Klusman now will check in. The sophomore checks in for her first performance here tonight. Lead 5 right now in favor of Kuemper. Serve on the way, played by Venner out of the back middle, up to Ashlyn. Middle set now for Sophie. She'll go deep, pulls the hands away nicely that time. Was Williams. She started to go for it and then pulled the hands away, and that comes the Kuemper lead back down to 2 again at 8-6. Klusman again will serve it away for the Saints. Serve on the way, back left, played up by Schaefer. Vander tracks it down behind the end line, and now Baiting Ashlyn will free ball it across. Miller gets it up into the middle to Klusman, and then the attack by Narmi is going to sail wide. And the Kuemper Knights lead it here by a score of 9-6. Casey Peter heads back to the service line for the Knights. Good low serve played by Williams. Nobody played the second ball until the last second. Miller played it, and it's free balled across. They get it into the middle. Sophie Baiting picks up another one. That is going to be number 2 for Sophie here tonight. The assist to Ashlyn Baiting. And the Knights back up by 4 again here at 10-6. Serve again from Casey Peter. Popped up into the air by Sheffield, tracked down by Klusman. Now work it over to the right side, the attack by Sherrill. Dug by the Knights, they go to Venner left side, and Venner gonna go long. That was not touched to the net. So what has happened so far is Kuemper's gotten up by 4, and then St. Albert's cut it to 2, and then Kuemper's got up by 4. We'll see if the Knights up by 3 can get it back up by 4 here. As Landry Miller will go back to serve now for St. Albert. Serve on the way, finds Peddley back right. Ashley, middle set for Sophie Bading, and there's another one for Sophie Bading. Bading puts up 1. The Knights snapped that 2-0 run by each team, giving up just the 1 to St. Albert. Now they lead it here 11-7. Cameron Venner will head back to the service line. Prescott checks back in now for Glenn. Ball popped up into the air by Miller. Will be tracked down by Klusman, and now Williams out of the back row free balls it to the donut. Prescott to Ashland. They run the slide to Sophie Bading, and there's another, the 3rd tonight for Sophie Bading, and the Knights lead it 12-7. Largest lead here of this first set for Kuemper. They've come out again playing pretty well here so far. Of course, you're going to give up some points to a very good St. Albert ball club. Top spin serve taken by Miller up to Klusman. Right side set Sheffield. She'll go deep back left, played by Prescott, tracked down by Venner, and now Ashland will free ball it across. Miller up to Klusman. Left side they come, and the attack that time by Bonet as it touched and dug by penalty. Venner now out of the back row, dug by Williams. Klusman goes right side again. We're going to get 2 touches on that set. And that'll be a point for the Knights, and they lead it here 13-7. So Venner again will go to serve it away. Serve. Short one, played by Sheffield, up to Klusman, back to Sheffield, out of the back right, popped up by Prescott. Penalty bumps it over to the left side to Schoen, and that will sail just a little bit long. That ball kind of came up and over Schoen's head, so she had to kind of watch it, and then it wasn't behind it. She jumped straight up to play that one, made it a pretty tough ball, and it's 13-8. See Kendra Peter in the house here tonight. Serve on the way by Sheffield. That'll sail long. Prescott in penalty, that doing an outstanding job communicating. Penalty was dropping back to play it. Prescott was yelling out, out, out. You can hear her up here. So terrific communication that time from Kenya Prescott. 14-8 Kuemper with the lead. Klusman gets it over now to the right side, and that ball popped up by Ashland. Bading kept alive by penalty. Shown unable though to free ball it across. That'll make it now 14-9. Substitutions are coming into the match. And the ball is going to be served by Horvath. It's going to go long. Penalty again, dropping back. Lets that one sail out of bounds, and it's 15-9. Ashland Bading set to serve it away here. Ashland put the Knights on a nice little run early. Her little jump float, deep right, played by Sheffield. And now free balled over by Williams. Prescott up to Ashland. Right side to Franny Glenn. Block popped off by Bading, and that was Ashland. And Glenn crashes into Macy Simons on the bench. Everybody okay, but it'll be a point in favor of the Saints. And the Knights lead is down 15-10.
Now serving for the Saints, number 5.
Bonet goes back. Bonet will serve it away for the Saints. Kuemper leading here 15-10. Serve on the way, played by Venner, back middle, now to Ashland. They'll come over to the right side to Schoen. Block popped up by Peter, but not high enough for anybody to get to. And the Saints, who are down 5 and 6 here a moment ago, all of a sudden are back down by 4 at 15-11. And the serve coming up again for Georgie Bonet. Hawkeye 10 volleyball for you here tonight on Keck 106.7. Serve played by Venner. Up now to Ashland, over to Glenn. And that'll be another kill for Franny Glenn, her second. Bading's got her 8th assist on the night. And the Knights lead at 16-11. Kenzie Schoen heads back to serve. Williams, Miller, Sheffield from right to left in the back for the Saints. They'll come at Miller, the libero. Up to Horvath, over to the right side. Williams, big swing, sails it long. That was not touched. That'll be a point for the Knights. Just like that, Kuemper answers that 2-0 run by St. Albert, and the Knights lead it here 17-11. Lonnie Miller calling out the serve now for Kenzie Schoen. Serve on the way low and into the net. That'll cut the Knight lead back down to 5 at 17-12.
Now serving for the Saints, number 7,
Lauren Williams heads back to serve now for the Saints. Williams really swings well. You could tell that on that last attack out of the right side. That serve, though, going to sail long. Hit the ball back behind her head a little bit. That means she wasn't hitting out in front. When you hit behind, sometimes that ball will sail on you. And that's what happened there. Knights up by 6, 18-12. Franny Glenn will serve it away, and hers is going to sail a little bit long.
Service long, point, Saints.
Sometimes it looks like Kuemper trying to hit it deep and take something off of it. And they're not getting in behind it.
Now serving for the Saints, number 4.
Checking back in is Ella Klusman. She'll check in and go back to serve for the Saints. Knights have Prescott, Venner, and Schaefer in the back row from right to left. Schaefer will play it back left, up to Ashlyn. Great serve receive, now to Venner, tip towards the donut, popped up by Klusman. Miller will bump set over to Sheffield, back right. Ashlyn baiting on the right side, up to Prescott, bump set over to Peter. Off the top of the net, dug by Klusman. Played by Williams on the back row to Sheffield. She'll free ball it across. Prescott now off to Ashlyn. That was a missed set. And Sophie Bating that time was running the slide, but the set got back behind the 10-foot line. It'll be out of bounds, so the Saints will pick up the point. And it's 18-14. That one just didn't come out of Ashlyn's hands right, and she knew it right away. Too good of a setter. She knows when she has one that kind of slips through a little bit. Schaefer up now to Ashlyn. Left side to Venner, cross court. Dug by Miller up to the net. Nobody got up to play the second ball. That one was going to be in the net, and the Knights will pick up the point. They lead it here 19-14.
Number 9, Casey Peter.
Casey Peter heads back to serve. She had a nice service run the other night against Harlan as well. Another hard serve, and that one's going to sail just long.
Service long, point, Saints.
Kuemper sometimes doesn't get that toss real high either, and that they hit that ball so hard sometimes, and that's what Casey did. She hit it really hard, and she didn't get it up high. She wasn't on top of the ball and hitting behind it. Toss on the way by Miller on the serve, played by penalty, overpass, tipped down, and that is going to be a kill. Picking that one up is going to be Lydia Sherrill.
Lydia Sherrill with the...
That'll make it now 19-16. Saints have cut it to 3. Kuemper had been up by 6. We'll step away. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on Kick 106.7. Live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Knights up on St. Albert 19-16. Miller with the serve. Nice serve received by penalty. Off now to Ashlyn is Sophie Bating in the middle. And the junior having a tremendous season. Picks up another kill. Knights the first team to 20 as they lead it here 20-16. Schoen will check in now, and checking out is Schaefer. Cameron Venner will head back to serve for the Knights. Serve on the way, and that is just long.
Service long, point,
St. Albert just kind of hanging around in this first set. Knights have led it from the get-go, up 4-0 right away. The closest that the Saints have come has been 2. And that is going to drop in for an ace. Penalty and Venner both looking at each other. I think both of them thought maybe it was going to go long. They dropped back, but then they looked at each other. It was in between them, and it just dropped to the floor, and it's 20-18. Somebody's got to just want it and go get it. Serve again coming up for Sheffield off the net, and that's going to drop in. Back-to-back aces for Sheffield. And the Knights lead once at 6. Is now trimmed to 1 at 20-19. Sheffield set to serve it away again. Played by Venner to Ashley. Sophie out of the left side, and we're going to get 4 touches. Going to go against Kuemper. So that is going to be the Saints ball, and that's going to make it 20-20. That is our first tie in this first set. And the Saints set to serve it away with Sheffield. Serve played up by Prescott. Ashlyn behind the 10-foot line gets it over to Schoen. That'll be off of Sheffield. Popped up into the air by Klusman, but over the St. Albert bench. So the Knights will hold on to the lead here at 21-20.
Now serving with the Knights, number 19, Kenya Prescott.
Kenya Prescott heads back to serve now for Kuemper. Serve coming up. That's a good one. Played by Sheffield. Klusman comes left side. The attack from Bonet as it dug by Prescott to Ashlyn. Back over to Prescott. Free balls to the cross. Miller to Klusman. Middle set for Williams and a big swing for the left-hander. Another kill for the lefty. We are tied again at 21-21. Klusman will check out. Checking back in is Allman. Horvath will check in as well. As checking out is Sherrill. And Horvath will head back to serve for the Saints. 21-21 set 1 here tonight on Kick 106.7. Serve on the way, played by Penalty. Up to Ashlyn, bump set into the middle of Franny Glenn. Dug by Sheffield, now off to Horvath, dumped to the donut, dug by Venner. Ashlyn will get it, they run the slide to Glenn, touch the net, popped up by Bonet, pushed deep by Horvath, kept alive nicely by Penalty, dumped into the donut by Ashlyn, and that is going to be a point as it goes out for Horvath and out of bounds. Great play by the junior, Ashlyn Bading, and the Knights lead it here 22-21 as Bading will head back to serve. Credit Avery Penalty, though, with a fantastic play to be able to keep that one alive. Jump set by Ashlyn, played by Sheffield, now to Horvath. Right side to Bonet, blocked, popped back up into the air. Sheffield gets it over to Miller, she'll free ball it across. Venner up to Ashlyn, middle set, Franny, and tries to go around the double block, and this is wide. I think they read that one. They had a double block on it, Franny, before that ball went in the air, and that's going to make it now 22-22. So Bonet will head back to the service line. Serve is deep, played by Venner. Ashlyn bumps it over to Peter left side, and Peter into the net, and St. Albert has their first lead at 23-22. Kuemper has used one timeout. They do have one left. Bonet again will serve. Serve. Played by Venner, now to Ashlyn. Over to Franny, tipped across, and there's a kill for Franny Glenn, her third of the night. Tipped it right over here to the left front that had been vacated. They thought she was going donut. She noticed that left front wide open, tipped it there perfectly. And now Kenzie Schoen will serve as we're tied at 23 apiece. Serve on the way, played by Williams, back right up to Horvath. Middle set, blocked by Glenn, controlled by St. Albert over to Ashlyn. Prescott, bump set back row for Schoen's gonna go deep, and that'll sail long. And it is set point now in favor of the Saints at 24-23. Williams will serve for set number 1. Kuemper led all the way up until 23-22 at a 6-point lead. Serve on the way, played by Schaefer, now to Ashlyn. Left side it comes to Venner, and that'll drop in for Cameron Venner. First kill tonight for Venner unofficially, and the Knights have tied it back up now at 24-24. Our fourth tie here in this first set. As Franny Glenn goes back to serve now for the Knights. Low serve off the top of the net will drop in for her second ace here tonight. Kuemper grabs the lead back. They have set point now 25-24. That toss was low, but she hit the tape and it dropped just over, popped up into the air and then fell over to the Saints side. Little better serve this time, played by Williams, up to Horvath, thumped to the donut, popped up by Schaefer. Ashlyn goes into Sophie, tipped across, played by Miller, now to Horvath, left side at Sheffield, tipped down the line, played up by Franny. Ashlyn will bump it over to Venner and she'll free ball it across. Williams out of the back right to Horvath, into the middle, tipped over that time by Allman, popped up by Peter. Bading keeps it alive, and now Franny will free ball it short. Horvath They'll come left side. Sheffield block popped up by Miller to Williams. Back over to Sheffield. Free ball's in across. We'll see if the Knights can use it. Schaefer over to Ashland, to Venner, and that is going to be a tool and a game winner for Cameron Venner. And the Knights take the first set here, 26-24. Great rally late for Kuemper as they lead it now 1-0. We'll step away, take a break. We'll have more of our Kuemper broadcast on Kick 106.7 and on the KCIM YouTube page. That's coming up in 2 minutes right here on Kick 106.7.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself after you pull it. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with zero damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
All area schools.
Just underway here in set number 2. Franny Glenn with the attack. St. Albert comes up with a block, and the Saints will take a 1-0 lead here in this set. Knights win that first one 26-24. Both teams came back out onto the court pretty quickly here for this second set. Serve on the way by Bonet, played by Penalty up to Ashland, now to Franny Glenn. Block popped up by Ashland, kept the line by Prescott. Schoen will free ball it across to Allman, up to Horvath. They work it over to Williams, played by Prescott, but that was low enough nobody could get to it, and the Saints lead it here 2-0. Motor Inn Player of the Match coming up following the match here tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Serve coming up again here for Bonet. That'll be played by Avery Pedley. Now over to Ashland. And there is Kenzie Schoen with her second kill here tonight. Schoen down the line. And the Knights cut it to 2-1 as Bonet will check out and Miller, the libero, checks in. Penalty comes out. And Casey Peter will come in for Kuemper. So Ashland Bading heads back to serve now for the Knights. Serve on the way, and that is going to go deep. 3-1 in favor of the Saints. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Serve coming up for Lauren Williams. That'll be taken deep, played by Prescott. Now off to Ashland to Franny. Block, pop back up by Franny. Ashland bump set back row to Venner. Nice attack played by Miller. Up now to Sheffield. She throw out across. Shown over to Ashland. Right side to Peter, and that is going to be 4 hits on Kuemper. And the Saints lead the second set here 4-1. Don't forget you can watch and listen to tonight's broadcast. Got Brett Lux running our video. Go to YouTube and search 1380 KCIM. Follow us, and you can watch and listen to tonight's broadcast. It's a free follow. It doesn't cost you anything, and our video provided is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Knights able to free ball it across. Williams gets it now to Horvath. There's a big block, and that's going to drop in. Big block that time up by Schoen and Glenn. The Knights get a big one that time on that middle attack. Macy Neighborhouse now going to check into the lineup for Schoen. And the Knights lead it, or trail it here, I should say, by a score of 4-2. Serve on the way is nearly an ace. Horvath will get it on the second ball. Now Allman will free ball it across. Work it off into the hands of Ashland over to Casey Peter. Williams with the dig. That's going to be an overpass, tipped down. And I think Casey Peter comes up with that one. That's going to be her third. And the Knights trail it now 4-3. So Neighborhouse again goes back to serve. Comes from that great line of Neighborhouse athletes. And that serve going to go long. And St. Albert now leads it 5-3. Of course, it all started with Nibsy Tyler, who was a great baseball player and a great golfer as well. And then you had Morgan Neighborhouse, who's now Morgan Moloch. She was a great setter and great golfer as well. And then you had Mariah, who was also a great setter and a great golfer for Kuemper. And now you've got Macy as well, just a sophomore. Serve on the way by Klusman, played by Schaefer. Venner tracks it down out of bounds. Now off to Ashland, dumps towards the donut. Played up by Miller to Klusman, right side to Sheffield. Touched, and that'll be a tool. So Sheffield will pick up the kill. Saints lead the Knights 6-3 here in the second set. Knew this was not going to be easy tonight. This is a traditionally strong St. Albert ball club. Don't look at that 6-6 record. They've played a really strong schedule so far. Schaefer on the really good serve receive to Ashland. Left side Venner touch of that, popped up by Williams. Klusman back setting it into the back row. Played by Miller, played by Ashland baiting. Now to Prescott, over to Casey Peter. Block popped up by Prescott. Ashland into the middle to Glenn, blocked again. Dug by baiting, and we're going to get 4 hits on Kuemper. 7-3 now in favor of the Saints. That is their largest lead here in the second set. Ella Klusman, the sophomore, again back to serve for St. Albert. Serve on the way. That'll sail long, just long. Now it's 7-4. Don't forget the Brinks Exterior Sports Report coming up later on tonight. Tyler Bruner and I will type up all of the results for volleyball and cross country in the area tonight. We'll get that posted to the website later on this evening as part of the Brinks Exterior Sports Report. Sheffield gets it over now. Klausen, and then the attack that time from Cheryl is blocked. The Knights with 2 straight have cut it to 7-5. Franny Glenn will head back to the service line. Served by Glenn again off the top of the net. Dug that time nicely by Williams. Pushed over by Klusman. Ashland to Sophie, and then Sophie will pick up another kill. Her 5th unofficially here tonight. And the Knights have trimmed it now to 1 at 7-6. Went up and tipped that one right off of the fingers. Got it to drop down into the donut. Franny Glenn with the serve, played by Williams. Now off to Klusman. They'll run it right side. And the attack is going to go wide that time for Cheryl. Knights have rallied back to tie this one at 7-7. That is our first tie here in this second set. Franny Glenn will serve it away. Another nice low serve, and that'll be an ace off of Miller. Franny Glenn picks up her 3rd ace. First lead change here in this second set as the Knights lead at 8-7. St. Albert jumped out 2-0 and then 4-1. Got up by as much as 7-3. So the Knights on a 5-0 run here. Served by Glenn, another low one, played by Miller up to Klusman. Middle set, and there's a big swing and a big attack that time by Narmi. And we are tied at 8-8, our second tie.
Now serving for the Saints, number 17, Landry.
Will be Landry Miller. Miller to serve. And the serve on the way, played by Venner in the back middle, over to Ashland. Left side now to Venner, down the line, popped up by Klusman. Miller tracks it down in the middle of the floor. And now trying to free ball it across, and we're going to get a net violation going to go against Kuemper. The Knights that time, Sophie Bading trying to get over there, ends up kind of running into the post over there and got the net as well. She's fine. But we have a lead change again. Our second one is St. Albert now up 9-8. Served by Miller, played by Venner. Ashland near the free throw line on the volleyball floor. Sets it over to Venner. She'll free ball it across. Williams out of the back middle. 2 touches on that one. And it's tied up again, this time at 9-9. Our third tie here in this second set. Casey Peter again will serve it away.
Now serving for the Knights, number 9, Casey Peter.
Serve is going to sail along. More service problems for Kuemper here tonight. That's going to make it 10-9. That's an area that I know frustrates coaches. Serves, you got to stay focused and concentrate. You got to serve first and worry about playing defense or your next move second. Another deep serve played backwards by Prescott. That's going to be off the wall, so an 8th serve for Sheffield. Her third on the night. And the Saints back up by 2 at 11-9. So just as Kuemper went on a 5-0 run to take their first lead in this second set, St. Albert has now answered. Schaefer with a good serve received to Ashland. Now to Sophie, and that'll be popped up off of the touch by Klusman. Free balled over by Sheffield, back left to Prescott. Ashland goes left side, Venner. Venner going to have it dug by Miller, but right back over to Prescott to Ashland. Now to Sophie, block popped up by Schaefer. Overpass tipped down by Williams, dug by Prescott, and kept alive by Schaefer. Penalty will free ball it across. Klusman comes left side, now Bonet with the attack, dug by Prescott. Off to Sophie, left side to Venner, block, pop back up by Venner. Prescott bump set it over to Schaefer. Schaefer with the attack down the line, played by Sheffield to Klusman. Tipped to the donut, dug by Prescott. Ashland, left side, Venner down the line, dug by Miller. Bonet over to the left side from Klusman. Penalty up to Ashland, middle set, Sophie, and that'll be a kill for Sophie Bading. Big kill for Sophie Bading, crucial point for the Knights. And they trail it 11-10 as they win that long rally. Schaefer will check out and shown back onto the floor for Kuemper.
Number 4,
Cameron Venner heads back to serve now for the Knights. Serve on the way. Played up by Bonet to Klusman over to the right side. The attack that time is dug and now pushed over by Schoen, who knocked Ashland Bading under the net. So Ashland was going for the second ball. Schoen played the second ball. They collided and Ashland ended up under the net on the floor, and it's 12-10. Everybody is okay. Klusman checks out, as does Sherrill. Horvath will check back in, along with Allman. So Horvath will head back to serve. Saints up 12-10, second set. Knights up 1-0. Venner off to Ashland. Left side it comes now to Schoen. Dug by Miller. Horvath from out of bounds. Bump set over to the right side, and unable to clear that one is Bonet. And the Knights back down by 1 at 12-11. That set was out of bounds still. She had to try and shove it as she was kind of running into the up official's ladder. Kenya Prescott with the serve, and that's into the net. And it's 13-11. That might be the 5th service error by Kuemper in this set here. So easy for St. Albert to be able to hold on to that lead when the Knights making some service errors. Served by Bonet down the left side. Played nicely that time by Avery. I'll get it over to Glenn, and that is popped and back over by Horvath. Ashland now over to Schoen, and Schoen going to pick up the kill. Kenzie Schoen with her third here tonight. And the Knights back down by 1 at 13-12. Avery Pedley going to check out now. Franny Glenn back onto the floor for the Knights. Ashland Bading will head back to serve. Serve played by Miller, back middle. Up to Horvath, and then the attack that time for Narby blocked at the net off of St. Albert. So the Knights will tie it back up at 13-13, our 4th tie here in this second set. And Ashland Bading will serve to give the Knights the lead. Coach Stickrod comes up to talk with Coach Miller. Serve on the way, played by Miller, back middle up to Horvath over the left side. And that time the attack for Allman into the net, and the Knights have the lead back at 14-13. So Bading again will serve it away for Kuemper. Knights right now on a 3-0 run. Serve on the way, deep, played by Miller. Tracked down by Williams, out of bounds, and now into the middle. It'll be free balled across, time by Narby. Venner up to Ashland, tipped across. Played by Horvath up to Sheffield. Over to the right side, Williams with a big swing and finds the line. Lauren Williams has tied us up again at 14-14. That is our 5th tie in this second set. Serve coming up by Williams. That'll be played by Prescott up to Ashland. Now to Franny, big swing and just misses. Tried to go over left near the St. Albert bench and misses it wide. And the Saints lead it now 15-14, our 3rd lead change. Serve low, played by Prescott. Now off to Ashland, right side Schoen, and that'll be off of Williams. Kenzie Schoen with a big one, her 4th here tonight. And the Knights tie it back up now at 15-15. So Kenzie Schoen now heads back to serve for the Knights. Top spin. That'll be an overpass over to Venner. Now to Ashland. They come back to Venner left side, and that'll be off of Horvath, and Venner picks up her 3rd kill here tonight. And the Knights take the lead back now at 16-15. 4th lead change, actually 5th lead change in this second set. Knights won the first one 26-24. Schoen with the serve, and that'll, nope, they're going to keep playing. It is going to end up going over the net and out of bounds. I thought that one had hit the ground, but the official said no, Williams had gotten to it. So it's not an ace serve. So the Knights lead it now 17-15. Schoen again will serve it away. Deep, played by Williams. Miller out of the back row, bumps it over to the left side. Free ball it across is Allman. Prescott up to Ashland, left side now to Venner. Venner goes cross court, popped up by Sheffield to Horvath. Back over to Sheffield left side. Touch to the net, popped up by Prescott to Ashland. Middle set for Franny, bump towards the donut. Dug by Miller over to Horvath. Into the middle of the attack that time from Narmi. Dug by Prescott over to Ashland, left side to Venner, and that one into the net. Venner did not get transitioned wide, and when that set went wide, she couldn't get out to it. And it's 17-16. Ashland that time probably needed to find somebody else on that ball. Venner had not really gotten transitioned well. And now heading back to the service line for the Saints will be Klusman. Serve on the way off the top of the net. Graves serve received that time by Prescott. Ashland over to the right side to Glenn. Popped up by Williams. Back middle. Klusman sets it up. Pushed across that time by Saints. Prescott to Venner, and Venner going to drop another one in. Her 4th of the night. Prescott picks up the assist. And Kuemper on top here now by a score of 18-16. Cameron Venner coming up big here late in this second set, as she did in that first set. Okay, now Franny Glenn heads back to serve. Serve on the way, played by Sheffield back right. Klusman back to Sheffield, back row attack, played by Schaefer up to the net. Ashley tried to get to it, got one hand on it, but then not enough that they could do anything with it. Glenn will check out, Prescott back in. And it's 18-17, St. Albert cleaning up a wet spot out on the floor. Quick shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me. The New Way Ford feature vehicle, 2015 Ford Edge, all-wheel drive. Call 800-861-7268 for more details. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blackwood, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever. And you're home for free oil changes for life. And there is Sophie Bading with another kill. Kuemper got an outstanding serve receive that time. They got it up to Ashlyn Bading. She picked up her 19th assist unofficially. And the Knights lead it here 19-17 as Sophie Bading unofficially now with 7 kills. Casey Peter again with the serve, played by Williams. Tough track down for Klusman. That's going to go backwards. And Williams just able to free ball it across, tip it in across to Sophie, dug by Miller. Free ball deep that time by Allman, and Schaefer not able to get to it. And that actually was Klusman. And the Saints stay alive here, down 19-18. Avery Peddledy now going to check in for Casey Peter.
Now serving the Saints, number 14, Lainey Sheffield.
So Lainey Sheffield, who has given Kuemper some trouble with their serve, will head back to the service line. And that serve too low, it's into the net, and the Knights lead it here 20-19. Schaefer out, Schoen back on for Kuemper. Knights have Schoen and it's Sophie Bading in the front row along with Ashland. They've got Prescott, Peddledy, and Venner in the back row. Serve on the way by Venner, and that is going to sail long. Another late service error for Kuemper here, and their lead is down to 1 at 20-19. Checking back in now going to be Albert. And Horvath. Checking out is Klusman and Sherrill. So Horvath will serve for the Saints. Serve on the way is going to be deep, penalty plated at the last second. And that is going to end up being an ace serve for Horvath. And we are tied at 20. Sixth tie in this second set. Knights won the first one 26-24. Horvath will serve. Goes low, played by Prescott. Great serve receive up now. And that time Sophie Bating had a block, but Venner with great hustle kept it alive. Now Schoen tips it into the donut and drops it in, and the Knights are back up by one as Kenzie picks up her fifth. They went to Sophie on that first swing. It was blocked in the middle, but then Venner dove and pancaked it back up into the air, and then they got it over to Schoen, and she was able to find the donut. And the Knights lead it here 21-20 as Kenya Prescott will serve. Jump serve on the way, played by Williams. They get it back to Williams, who came all the way back up front. She gets it on the tool off of the block attempt from Glenn and Schoen. And we are tied again, this time at 21-21, our seventh tie in this second set. Monet goes back to serve now for St. Albert. Serve on the way, played by Prescott. Now off to Ashland, left side to Schoen. And that'll be into the middle, and Schoen's gonna drop it another one, her sixth. Knights lead it here at 22-21. So Monet checks out. Ashland Bating will head back to the service line. Miller back onto the floor as the libero for the Saints. Ashland Bating with the serve, played by Miller. Tracked down by Horvath. Sheffield out of the back row, into the net, hit that one short, tried to not hit it very hard. And the Knights lead it here 23-21. Timeout on the floor called by the Saints. We're back in 30 seconds right here on Kick 106.7.
Mutual Insurance, a partner of Grinnell Mutual, we understand teamwork. We believe that hard work pays off, and we know it takes coming together to win. Our team values community and supporting each other. Now's the time to get back at it and return to the field to support our local athletes. To help promote that culture, we are working with Jeff Storyhand to capture our youth and photos from local events, and they will be shared with you on our Facebook page. Experience working together as a winning team. Call Roselle Mutual today at 792-4525 for all your insurance needs.
Kuemper set two. Knights won the first one 26-24. Coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. You can watch and listen to it tonight with Brett Lux running our camera. Just go to YouTube, search 1380 KCIM, and you can watch and listen to the game. And our video is being powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Serve received by Williams, up to Horvath, goes back to Williams. Knocks it across, played by Peter. Now off to Ashland, left side to Schoen, down the line, and we're going to get it. That's going to be behind the antenna and out of bounds. Thought Schoen had it because that was in, but it was behind the antenna. And it's now 23-22, and we're going to get another timeout called here by St. Albert. We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Saints may be looking to set something up. Do want to tell you again, give a shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to all the different sporting events that I've been covering. The New Way Ford feature vehicle of the game, a 2015 Ford Edge all-wheel drive. It's white in color. You can call New Way Ford and get more details at 800-861-7268 or check out the Carroll Broadcasting website at 1380kcim.com. We've got a picture there with more details as well. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and now your home for free oil changes for life. St. Albert going to serve it away. That's why I was surprised. It is St. Albert did not realize that last ball was called out. Williams is not the server, so they've got to rotate here. Actually, it is Williams that's going to go back to serve. Knights going kind of with a two-person serve receive with Venner and Prescott. 23-22, serve on the way, played by Venner. Now off to Schoen. Franny will have to free ball it across. It comes to Miller, back left. Horvath comes left side, Sheffield, cross court, popped up by Prescott. Tracked down now by Ashland, and over it to Schoen, and Schoen into the net with it. We're tied at 23 apiece. Our 8th tie in this first set. Now Kuemper going to call a quick timeout. We'll go ahead with them. Knights up 1-0. We're tied at 23. Back in 30 seconds here on Kick 106.7.
At Farm Bureau Finance
is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Warren Williams with the serve, played by Venner. Ashland Bading tracks it down, goes left side to Peter off the top of the net, popped up by Sheffield, then free balled over to Glenn. Ashland goes back over left side, shown big swing, popped up by Horvath to Williams. And now Miller has to free ball it across. Prescott gets it off to Ashland. Middle set for Franny, deep corner on the back left and drops it in. Franny Glenn off of the assist from Bading has put Kuemper up 24-23. The Knights have set point. Kenzie Schoen back to serve. Serve by Schoen, played by Williams, up to Horvath. Into the middle, tipped over that time by Narmi, and that's going to be off of Peter, and we're tied again at 24 apiece. Substitution, Schaefer in for Schoen. Klusman checks in now as well for Allman. Also checking out is Horvath. Coming also back in is going to be Sherrill. And it's Klusman heading back to serve. Serve on the way, played by Prescott. Up now to Ashland. Left side Venner, touch to the net. Klusman keeps it alive. Sheffield will free ball it over. Played by Prescott, now off to Ashland. To Franny, blocked, popped up by Prescott. They get it back over now to Venner. She'll go deep, played up into the air that time. They'll work it over to the right side. 2 touches going to go on Klusman. And the Knights back up by 1 at 25-24. Franny Glenn back to serve. Prescott will check out. Sophie Bading back in for the Knights. Serve on the way by Glenn, popped up by Miller on the serve receive. Klusman sets it, tipped across that time by Narmi. They'll go to Sophie Bading, popped up by Klusman, but nobody can get the next ball, and Sophie Bading with the set ender, and the Knights win the second set as well by a score of 26-24. Sophie Bading with the game-ending kill. Knights up 2 sets to love right now. They win at 26-24 set 1. They win at 26-24 in set 2. We'll be back in 2 minutes with set 3 coming up next here on Kick 106.7.
When it comes to This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC. At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
7. Jeff Blankman coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight on Kick 106.7 and also on our video broadcast on the KCIM YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and search 1380 KCIM and pull up the audio with the video. Brett Luck's running that, and the video powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Do have a couple of scores for you here. Audubon leading at Tri-Center 1-0, and it was East Sac County winning tonight 3-0 over at Storm Lake at St. Mary's. Also, the Arweva Rockets trailing Woodbine 1-0. That matchup over on 93.7 at KKRL. Kuemper football home tomorrow night to Tomahawk Camp, and Mark Fieldmeyer will have that broadcast for you on KCIM. St. Albert will serve it with Horvath as we start set number 3. Ashland sets it up for Franny, blocked. And coming up with the big block that time was Allman. And St. Albert will take the early 1-0 lead here as, nope, we're going to get a net violation. So the Knights will lead it here 1-0. Ashland Baiting now heads back. Casey Peter checking in for Avery penalty. So Baiting heads back to the service line. And the serve on the way, played up by Sheffield. That's going to be an overpass, and there's Franny Glenn to put it away. Her 5th here of the night, and the Knights lead it 2-0. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the match tonight. Motor Inn of Carrier, premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Ashland Baiting, good low serve, and that'll be an ace serve off of Williams. Her first tonight, the 4th for the Knights, and they lead this 3rd set 3-0. Kuemper jumped out in that first set 4-0, and then St. Albert came all the way back and took a 23-22 lead. That was their first lead, but Kuemper held on and won at 26-24. Williams with her first attack. Wow, when she gets up there, she swings hard. And that'll drop into the back middle. It's 3-1. We had 2 lead changes and 4 ties in that first set. In the second set, we had 9 ties and 5 lead changes. Knights taking the lead for good at 16-15. They were tied several times after that, but never gave up the lead. Venner and Prescott run into each other. Venner gets it up to Ashland. Now over to Casey Peter, and a great swing by Casey Peter. Casey coming from that great line of Peter athletes as well. Kendra again in the house. Kaylee and Kara both at college, playing college volleyball, so that tells you how talented that family is. Serve on the way from Schoen, low toss and into the net. That'll make it 4-2. Kara, of course, over at Drake, and Kaylee up at Minnesota State. Lauren Williams will head back to serve. Kuemper's got Schaefer and Prescott back deep right now. We'll see what Venner does. Or excuse me, what Williams does. Goes at Schaefer, nice serve receive. And there is going to be a kill for Franny Glenn. Ashland Baiting with assist to number 25 here tonight. And Franny Glenn unofficially now with her 6th kill, and the Knights lead it 5-2. So Franny Glenn again heads back to the service line. Serve on the way, just on the line for an ace. Her 4th of the night, and the Knights lead it here 6-2. Great job that time on the serve by Franny. Just got it in there. Lynn this time goes down the line, actually goes middle. She looked like she was going line. I'll work it over to Narmi. She'll knock it across off of Ashland Baiting, and that'll get up into the unofficial ladder. So that's going to make it now 6-3. Klussman will check back in. Also checking in is going to be Cheryl Horvath. And Allman will check out, and Klussman will head back to the service line. Kuemper up 2-0 here tonight on Kit, thanks to Tiffany back in the studio monitoring things. Venner tried to tip that one across and didn't get it over the net, just tipped it along the net on Kuemper's side, and it's now 6-4. We've not had a runaway set here tonight, and my guess is we won't have it in this third one either. Klussman again will serve it, goes deep and sails it long. Venner and Prescott and Schaefer all back there talking with each other. Prescott was following it, Schaefer and Venner hollering at her. And that one was gonna go long and she let it go. Casey Peter to serve it away. Serve gonna be played by Williams. And now bumped up by Miller. It'll be a free ball over by Sherrill. Schaefer to Ashland, now to Sophie, touched the net, played up by Williams. Tipped across it by Allman. Ashland from Prescott over to Venner down the line, played up by Klussman to Williams out of the back row, now to Miller. She'll free ball it across, Peter off to Ashland. Ashland gets it over to Sophie, big swing, played off of Miller, and that'll be a kill at Sophie Bading with her 9th. And the Knights lead it now by a score of 8-4. Serve coming up here for Casey Peter. And that's going to be an ace off of Williams. Casey Peter with the ace serve. And the Knights have built a 5-point lead here at 9-4. Coach Lance up talking with her girls, trying to get them settled in here in this third set. Peter again with the serve, played up by Miller. Long run at that time for Klussman, got to it. Now Miller free balls it across. Peter over to Ashland, left side Venner down the line, and that is going to be tooled as Cameron Venner picks up her 5th. 10-4 Knights, timeout St. Albert. Knights up 2-0, up 6 here in the third set. We're back in 30 seconds here on Kick 106.7.
Someone you can rely.
St. Anthony Regional.
At Neway Ford in Coon Rapids and Neway Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your Neway vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Third set, Casey Peter with the serve. That'll be played by Williams, up to Klussman. Sherrill tracks it down, but unable to get the ball over the net. And the Knights lead it now 11-4. Kuemper got a chance to maybe put enough distance here, but St. Albert can't rally. We'll see. Great serve again, played by Williams, up to Klussman. Into the middle, and that is going to be blocked. Army with the attack. Venner and Sophie Bading there, and the Knights lead it 12-4. Casey Peter again goes back to serve. She's had a really, really good night here tonight. Casey starting to come into her own. Sheffield on the serve, receive, tracked down by Miller. And now, that time, it was Sherrill and Miller running into each other trying to go to the second ball. That made Miller's ball go straight up into the air. And Sherrill barely got off of her in time to be able to play a third ball, couldn't get it across the net. We've got a timeout, St. Albert. Knights up 13-4. We're back in 30 seconds with more volleyball here on Kick 106.7.
McFarland Clinic. Environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
As are forced to St. Albert to burn up both of their timeouts here in this third set with her service run here. Serve on the way off the net. Williams keeps it alive. Klussman now to Sheffield. Blocked, popped up by Klussman. Williams will bump set it over to the left side. Sherrill with the attack, played up by Peter. Now off to Ashley. Left side Venner, big swing, dug by Williams. Klussman bump set left side again to Sherrill. That's off the antenna and out of bounds. And the Knights lead it here 14-4. Don't forget to check out the Brinks Exterior Sports Report coming up later on tonight with all of the recap stories as that serve into the net. And that'll make it 14-5. Knight's largest lead has been 10. It was 7-4 when Casey Peter went back to serve there. So that was a great service run by Peter. Serve receive, great serve received by Pedley. Up now to Ashland to Sophie, and Sophie picks up the tool. That is her 10th here tonight. The Knights back up by 10 at 15-5. Tri-Center taking the second set here tonight against Audubon. So that one now tied at 1-1. Served by Venner, played up over the net, tipped down by Schoen, and that'll be a kill for Kenzie Schoen, her 7th unofficially. And the Knights up here 16-5. St. Albert has struggled a little bit in the back row here tonight. Serve receive, played up near the air by Miller. Klussman again will track it down. And now Williams will free ball it across. Venner up to Ashland, tipped towards the donut, played by Sheffield to Klussman. She'll push it deep. Prescott now to Baiting, blocked that time as Sophie attacked it. Played back over now to Schoen, and Schoen drops another one in. She's got 8 here tonight. Kenya Prescott with the assist. And the Knights lead it here 17-5. So Cameron Venner again to serve it away. And the serve down the line, played by Sheffield. Over now to Klussman, back to Sheffield, goes deep, played up by Prescott. Now off to Ashland, and the attack by Schoen into the net. That'll make it 17-6. Venner, Pedley, and Prescott have been really good in the back row along with Schaefer tonight. And Ashland Baiting when she's back there as well. Serve taken by Venner, up to Ashland Baiting. Left side now to Schoen, and that'll be a tool for Kenzie Schoen. Schoen's got 9 kills now here on the night. And the Knights are up 18-6. Kuemper won the first 2 sets, both of them, 26-24. Prescott again with the serve. That'll be played up into the air by Monet, tracked down by Klussman. And now free ball over by Sheffer. Venner to Baiting. Glenn, played up by Klussman, back over to Bonet. Bonet gets it across. Prescott to Ashland, now to Franny out of the middle. Block, popped up by Prescott, and off of it, Glenn. Nobody could get to the third ball, and it's 18-7. Knights got a little out of system that time. Glenn not up by the net on that attack. Hit it from just in front of the 10-foot line, and it wasn't an attempt at a back row hit or anything. It was just, that's where Kuemper was at in their system. Horvath will go back to serve for the Saints. Serve back middle, played by Venner. Ashland behind the 10-foot line, over to Schoen left side. Rolls to the donut, that's going to be hit up into the net and then kept alive, but we're going to get a lift. Nope, 4 hits. 4 hits going to be the call. Player was down on the floor kind of playing that one. I thought maybe they were going to call her for a lift. Penalty will check up. Avery maybe with her best night here tonight. She has looked really, really good. And now Ashland Baiting will serve it away, played by Sheffield. Up to Horvath, right side, Bonet with the swing, and that'll be a tool for Bonet. It's now 19-8. So Bonet will go back to serve. Checking back in is going to be Narmi for St. Albert. Checking out will be Miller. The serve will find Prescott, up to Ashland. Right side Schoen, touch the net, played up by Williams. Now off it to Horvath, right side to Williams, and that'll be off of Prescott. No block that time. Hard for a back row player to be able to play that. And it's now 19-9. So Bonet again will serve it away for the Falcons. Knights have Venner and Prescott in a 2-person serve receive. Venner gets it up now to Ashland, left side. And there is a big kill again for Casey Peter, her 5th here tonight. And the Knights lead it to 20-9. Mackey Motors post-match coverage coming up following the match here tonight. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Kenzie shown in to serve for Kuemper. Top spin down the line. Played that time by Williams. Over to Horvath. Left side. Attacked that time by Allman. Touched by Bating. Now off to Prescott. DeVenter who free balls it across. Miller up to Horvath. Tipped over by Williams. Dug over by Prescott. Williams to Horvath. They'll come up right side again to Williams, and that'll sail long. And the Knights lead it here at 21-9. Shown again will serve it away. Serve played up by Miller. Up now to Horvath. Left side to Allman, and that's going to be 4 hits as she wasn't able to clear it. And the Knights running away from St. Albert here. Surprising. Not that Kuemper could sweep here tonight, but surprising. St. Albert usually really good and had been in those first 2 sets. But the Knights in control here in set 3, and that serve going to go long for Schoen. And it's 22-10. We've falling to Woodbine 25-6 in the second set tonight. So Woodbine up 2-0 now on Arweva over on KKRL. Serve on the way, played by Schaefer. Glenn gets it now to Peter, and that'll miss wide. Kuemper's got to close this one out yet. 22-11 our score as Williams again will go back to serve. Up 2-0, but it's not over yet. Not until that 25th point is scored here in this third set. Serve is going to sail long for Williams. 23-11 now in favor of Kuemper. Coach Stickrod, one of the players set to join us here tonight in the postgame. Don't forget, we'll podcast the video broadcast as well to YouTube and also to the Facebook page, so check it out there as well. Go back and watch it later on. Attack onto the right side that time by Allman. Ashlyn Bating gets it over to Schaefer to Casey Peter, who drops another one in. And it is a match point as Schaefer picks up the assist. And the Knights have 13 match points. I think they're in pretty good shape right now. So Franny Glenn looking to serve for the match. Played by Williams. Horvath up now to Sheffield and not able to get it across, and the Knights will win it 25-11. Kuemper will sweep St. Albert here tonight, 26-24, 26-24, and at 25-11. So unofficial numbers here. Cameron Venner with 5 kills, Franny Glenn with 6, Kinsey Schoen 9, Casey Peter 6, Sophie Bating with 10. Unofficially, I had Ashlyn Bating with 30 assists, Melinda Schaefer with 1, Kenya Prescott with 2. And it was also Franny Glenn with 4 aces tonight, 1 each for Casey Peter and Ashlyn Bating. Knights improved now to 13-4 on the season. They've won 9 straight. St. Albert will fall to 6-7. We'll step away, take a break. Mackey Motors postgame show that is coming up for you in 3 minutes right here on Kick 106.7.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
At Wholesale Mutual Insurance, a partner of Grinnell Mutual, we understand teamwork. We believe that hard work pays off, and we know it takes coming. Our team values community and supporting each other. Now's the time to get back at it and return to the field to support our local athletes. To help promote that culture, we are working with Jeff Storyhand to capture our youth in photos from local events, and they will be shared with you on our Facebook page. Experience working together as a winning team. Call Wholesale Mutual today at 792-4525 for all your insurance needs.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your new way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your new way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
You're back here on the Mackey Motors postgame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Blackman joined right now with Sophie Bating from the Kuemper Knights as they sweep St. Albert here tonight. Soph, I'll tell you what a performance for you and the girls here tonight. Those first two ones, kind of like we thought it would be really tough. Then you guys just rolled in that third set. This has to be fun.
Yeah, we came out here knowing number 7, they're good hitters, so we really focused on her this game and pushed through all the points.
You guys talk about how you defended her tonight. How well did you think you did against the Williams girl?
She has good cuts and everything, so it's hard to block her, but we really focused on her, watched her when she was back row, especially up in front row, and the back row really had to pick which side to go to in the back.
Where were you guys trying to direct her? How were you trying to set up that block, and where were you trying to set that up for your back row?
Well, she's a left-handed, so we try and go more left to take care of the left side, I guess, but I don't know, it's kind of hard because she can cut it right too, but we really focus on the left side.
How different is it blocking a lefty? Because you probably don't see a lot of lefty, especially in the middle.
Yeah, it's actually not common at all. So it's kind of difficult. We don't really know because left hand, we're not used to it, so it's kind of hard to adjust, but we really focus that during practice and stuff.
I think you guys did a nice job with that tonight. Also hit it well. This team really starting to swing well. How did you felt like you swung tonight?
I actually felt like I swung very well. I just know when to hit it hard and hit it good. So when Ashlyn gets me a good set, I know that we need to get the points, so then I swing hard.
How do you guys kind of determine, I think you've gotten so good at that slide, how do you determine when you want to run that slide? What do you see on the other side between you and Ashlyn to let her know you want to run the slide?
Me personally, I look at line. So either if it's not a good pass, but I still go back, I try and tip it line, but we normally run it on a good pass or like a free ball over, so and then it's an easy ball to Ashlyn, and then I know when to go back and follow the ball backwards.
How much better do you think you are at the slide here now this year than maybe as your freshman or even your sophomore year?
I think I've gotten a lot better at slides because Keith wanted us to focus more on slides this year, so in practice we're constantly hitting slides and everything because that moves the middle on the other side, her late to the block, so then it's easier to get a good hit.
9 straight wins now for this team.
Yes.
What kind of turned for this group after that tough loss here to Red Oak a couple of weeks ago?
In practice especially, like I've said, we've really pushed hard. We know that we need to win. We know we want to get big places this year, so pushing hard and just playing our best and make sure we're focusing all the time is our main focus.
Well, I tell you what, Soph, great job out here tonight.
You.
Appreciate you coming up. Good to talk to you as always.
Thank you.
You bet. Sophie Bating joining us. We do have Kenzie Schoen getting set. As Kenzie now going to be joining us here in the post-game area.
Thank you.
And Kenz, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. Congratulations, big night for you and the girls here tonight. How's this one feel here right now?
This one feels pretty good. Obviously, St. Albert's is in our conference, so it's a big win for us because we're trying to win as many games as we can in our conference, so our postseason will hopefully be easier.
I know that this St. Albert team has given you girls a little bit of trouble over the years. What was the difference tonight maybe compared to previous years where maybe you've lost to them or not been able to sweep them like you did here tonight?
One of their main hitters, Allie Petcher, she was a senior and she now plays at Iowa State, so she was pretty good, but now we just know, we watched a lot of film on them, we know what to expect when we play them.
How did you see them trying to block you tonight and how did you adjust as this match went on?
They blocked me a lot cross, so I tried to go line as much as I could, and I went line a lot, and most of the time I scored on it. So I tried to just be a smart player, and sometimes donut was open. So if I saw that was open, I'd try and roll it there.
How much better do you feel you are hitting line now? I know that's something that Keith has always taught. So do you enjoy going line?
Yeah, I think going line is easier as long as the block isn't there. But if the block isn't there, you might as well just go line anyway. It's just easier.
26-24 in both of the first two sets. What do you think was the difference? That first set, you'd pretty much led the whole way. Second set was tight, a lot of ties, a lot of lead changes. What gave you girls the advantage in both those first two sets, do you think?
We missed a lot of serves the first two sets, so I think that kind of hurt us. But we kind of just got the momentum and helped each other out and moved the ball around a lot. So a lot of hitters could get different sets and different places to hit, so the blockers wouldn't know where the ball was going.
Talk about this team at the net. You've got you, Cameron, Sophie, Franny, Casey. I thought Casey maybe had her best night swinging here tonight. What do you see out of all of your hitters, and what makes this team so good at the net?
Our middles like to run a lot of slides, and they run a lot of different places with the ball, so that always helps them to move the block around. And Ashlyn has really good hands, so she likes to move the ball around. A lot of times when the ball gets passed up towards outside, she'll kick it to Casey, and the blockers will be thinking it'll go outside. So Ashlyn tries to help us out as much as we can, so we don't have as many blockers.
Talk about the serve tonight. It's been up and down for you girls a little bit. The look on your face there kind of said maybe not as happy as you wanted to be with serve tonight.
Yeah, personally I didn't serve very good, but my teammates served pretty good. There was a couple of them where we gave up a lot of serves in a row, which we should work on that, but we've been working on serving a lot recently. So I think if we just cut out those bad serves, it'll help us a lot.
What are the things you've been doing in practice to work on those serves?
He just gives us a lot of free time with serving and has us try and serve as hard as we can and to a certain spot on the court.
Do you feel like you're able to hit those spots pretty well?
Yes, but sometimes I hit the ball out a couple feet, so I try as hard as I can to hit the spot that coach gives me.
One last question for you, back row. I thought they maybe had one of their better, if not their best match this year. What did you see out of the back row?
They talked a lot, and they had really good serve receive, so Ashlyn could run our offense, and it's always easier for our hitters and Ashlyn when we get a good pass, so that really helps us out.
Well, Kenzie, appreciate you joining us here. Congratulations.
Thank
I know
you.
you love doing these, so thanks for coming up and hanging out with us.
Thank you.
You bet. Kenzie Schoen again joining us here. We've got head coach Keith Stickrod working his way over here, and we'll get coach coming up and get him on the headphones here tonight as the Knights again pick up a victory 3-0 over at St. Albert here tonight, winning 26-24, 26-24, and at 26-11. Coach, got to be happy after this one. That was quite a performance. 2 tight wins and then a dominant win there in the third set.
Yeah, exactly. It was good for our team. I thought we did, even started off strong in the first set. We started off strong. I thought we were swinging really well. As I told you earlier too, I knew St. Albert's a very good defensively team, so I expected that from them. So that was no shock to me or the girls, but we kept swinging, and that's the big difference.
I thought you guys were able to get them out of system quite a bit tonight, whether it be off a serve or just with your attacks at the net. Did you kind of notice the same thing?
At times our serves, yeah. I think you watched the same game I did. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we got to work on that serve. But when we do serve, it's very aggressive. When we do serve, like Franny went back there and ripped some. I think Casey had some good ones. Even Kenzie had some good ones. But we got to figure out how to stay consistent, and that's what we're going to really work on, is just being consistent as far as that goes. But overall, I think keeping on the system was the key to the wins.
Coach, back row to me, I thought maybe best performance of the season tonight. I haven't seen all of your guys' matches, of course, but I thought they played really well tonight.
Yeah, at the end of the match here, we all talked about, Coach, what we got to work on, and we thought serve receive was excellent. Overall, I think there's 3 plays we caught in our head that were like, mental errors, but besides that, I thought defensively we played probably our best of the season.
Talk about, you mentioned how you guys are hitting. I just asked Kenzie, you've got 5 girls that can hit. I thought Casey Peter maybe played her best match and swung her most confident tonight.
Yeah, she had a good weekend last weekend. I think tonight was a good night, yeah. Overall, I thought Sophie had a really good night. I was real proud of her way she's swinging. She's been doing that all season for us. So, just all of them, I think, just overall, getting blocked, getting touches on it, and keep hitting, we had very few tips. I'm a hitting coach, hit the ball, and I thought we did a good job of that. And when we did tip, I thought it was strategic. I think almost like they knew what they were doing.
Coach, you knew you had to stop and contain the Williams girl tonight. How did you feel like you guys did that?
I think she did. She took care of us. I think we did a real good job on her. I think we we tried to mirror her a little bit, but it really didn't work. I think we lost her a few times here and there. She's an excellent player, and you know, there's one more of her on the team like this. I don't know if we'd be talking about a win right now.
CYO tournament coming up on Sunday. Galen Catholic may be the stiffest competition for you up there. Not that there won't be other good teams, but they're probably the stiffest competition.
Yeah, and Healing came off a big win too. They beat Humboldt too, so it looks like they turned their program around too. I know they're playing some younger girls, so, and if they start getting that height like they did back in the years, whatever, we can be in trouble.
Well, Keith, I tell you what, I appreciate you joining us here tonight. Congratulations on another big win.
Thanks, yeah, it was a great win for us. Thanks.
You bet. Keith Stickrod again with the Kuemper Knights volleyball team. Again, they pick up a 3-0 sweep here tonight of the St. Albert Saints. We'll step away, take a break. We've got our Motor Inn Player of the Game. That's coming up for you next right here on Kick 106.7. We're back in 30 seconds.
Outlaw Graphics in Carroll is ready to assist your business.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Yes, the Kuemper Knights sweep again St. Albert here tonight, 26-24, 26-24, and at 25-11. You heard Keith talking. Only a couple of mistakes in that back row here tonight. I thought she was flying all over the place. There was only 2 plays, I think, tonight that I didn't feel like Kenya Prescott, made that normally that she would have made. One was on a really good hit by Williams. It was a tough play. Didn't really have a block to help her out. And then there was a serve receive one time. But other than that, Kenya Prescott was all over the floor tonight, diving, saving balls. I have some other players that played great tonight. Sophie Bading, she has been so close to winning this award so far many a times this year. Ashlyn Bading, again, another outstanding night. Franny Glenn, very, very good as well tonight. Kenzie showing another one of those. That's the tough thing with this Kuemper team is every night they've got 4 or 5 girls that you could really give the player of the game to. But we're going to go with Kenya Prescott again here tonight. Just all over the floor, helped out with some sets, even served the ball well tonight for the Knights. But I just really liked, took kind of command of that back row, I think, tonight and really helped that back row play maybe their best match of the season. So Kenya Prescott again is our Motor Inn Player of the Game. That's going to do it for my broadcast coverage tonight. For Brett Lux, who shot the video for us, which was powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. For Tiffany back in the studio, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to volleyball coverage here tonight on Kick 106.7. Have a great night, everybody.